Hello friends, now let us take a example in setting out of a simple curve by Rankine's method. Two tangents AB and BC intersect at a point B. The chain edge is 2200.50 meters. We are required to calculate all the data necessary for setting out a simple circular curve having radius 500 meters and deflection angle 30 degrees. We have been told that we have to be doing this by using the Rankine's method. Chain length is 20 meters and the least count of the theodolite is given to be 20 seconds. So when we are using the theodolite, we have to understand that we have to do the final calculations for 20 seconds. So all the data has been compiled over here. Chain edge of the point B is 2200.50, radius is 500 meters, deflection angle is 30 degrees, chain length is 20 meters, least count of theodolite, which is very important, is 20 seconds. So find the data to set the circular curves by the Rankine's method. So that's the picture which we are going to use, that's the figure which we are going to use. So first we are going to find the tangent length so as to get the value of T1. So BT1 is equal to BT2 is equal to R tan phi by 2. That's the standard formula. So R is 500 into tan of 30 by 2. So 500 into tan of 15. So that comes to 133.97. So as in the previous cases, from the point of intersection, we will be coming back to get the point T1. So let us have that defined a bit later. Let us find out the length of the curve. The length of the curve T1 dt2. This is the formula which we were using earlier. So pi r phi degrees upon 180. So pi into 500 into 30 degrees upon 180. 500 is the radius and 30 is the angle. So that comes to 261.80 meters. So the total length of the curve from point T1, it will be going on till wherever it has to end, the length will be 261.80 meters. So what is the chain edge of the point T1? Because this getting defined is very important. So that will be chain edge of B, the intersection point, minus BT1. So 2200.50 minus 133.97. So that comes to 2066.53 meters. So from here, we work on the reverse from the intersection point and then we will be getting the point T1 over there. What is the chain edge of the point T2? Chain edge of the point T2 is the chain edge of point T1 plus length of curve. So chain edge of point T1 is already defined 2066.53 plus length of the curve is 261.80 meters. So we have chain edge of T2 as 2328.32 meters. Initial subchord. Now this is one of the most important things. Initial subchord is the one which we use for rounding off from the chain edge T1. See, chain edge T1 over here is 2066.53. The next rounding off to the next 10 meters would be 2070. So initial subchord will be 2070 minus 2066.53. So this point over here is 2066.53. Now when I'm going on measuring this, what I'm doing is this point I want over here as 2070, so that next chains I can easily add them as 20 meters. Otherwise adding for this number would be quite cumbersome. It would be 2066.53, then 2086.53, then 2106.53. There are more chances of committing error if we don't round it off. That's why the first subchord is made ending at 2070. So 2070 minus 2066.53 gives me the initial subchord, that is 3.47 meters. So from T1 to F, my C1 is 3.47 meters. Now once I reach over here, that is 2070 meters. Now how many full chains will be required? Now number of chains will be chain edge of T2 minus 2070, chain edge of T2, that is final chain edge, minus 2070, that is after the initial subchord, divided by the chain length. So chain edge of T2 2328.32 minus 2070 divided by 20. So that comes to 12.916 chains. So that means I am requiring 12 proper full chains and still a small portion would be remaining. So 12 full chains. Then what is the length of the final subchord? The length of the final subchord would be the fraction 0.916 multiplied by 20 which is 18.32 meters. So that is my final subchord. Now what is the deflection angle? What is the deflection angle? That is delta 1 for the initial subchord. The formula is already known to us. Delta 1 is equal to 1718.9 into C1 upon R. So delta 1 is equal to 1718.9 into the initial subchord. We have already calculated the length as 3.47. So divided by R is 500. So delta 1 is equal to 11.944 minutes. So delta 1, that is this angle, is calculated as 11.944 minutes. Now what about the deflection angle, that is delta 2 and the further on for full chords? So the formula is delta, whatever delta 2 or delta 3 or whatever, that's a standard formula. So delta 2, it would be over here, is equal to 1718.9 into C2 upon R. Please note, it would be C2 upon R. This is not delta 1, it's a typographical error. It has to be delta 2. So delta 2 to delta n minus 1, the second last one, would be 1718.9 into that standard chain length divided by R. So delta that one n, so 2 to n minus 1, that is 1718.9 into C2 is 20, that is chain length over here is 20 meters divided by 500. So that delta for this one would be 68.756 minutes. What about the last final subchord, which is 18.32 meters? What would be the delta for that one? That one is given by, now if I use the same standard formula, this would be delta 14 would be 1718.9 into C14 divided by R. So delta 14 is equal to 1718.9 into the last length is 1832 divided by R is 500. So delta 14 would be 62.996 minutes. So now that we have got all this delta, now let us prepare one table that will assist us to perform the calculations easily. So over here, so the table for setting out a simple curve, the initial subchord is 3.47. Then we have 12 chords of 20 meters and the last chord of 18.32. So first one is 3.47, then 12 chords of 20 and the last one is of 18.32. For the first subchord, the initial subchord, the angle was 11.94. That is what we had got. For the rest of the subchords, we have got the angle as 68.756, and for the final subchord, we have got the angle as 62.99697. Having got this, let us calculate the deflection angle so that it can be used to set out on a theodolite. So for the first one, delta 1 would be this in terms of minutes, 11.94 comes to 0 degrees 11 minutes 56.70 seconds. Second one, this one comes to 1 degree 8 minutes 45.36 seconds. All the chords are same, so all the chords have the same angle, 1 degree 8 minutes 45.36 seconds. And the final subchord has the angle which gets converted from 62.99697 minutes to 1 degree 2 minutes 59.82 seconds. So now these are the individual angles which we have got. Now when we are setting out, we need cumulative angles, that is delta 1, then delta 1 plus delta 2, then we need delta 1 plus delta 2 plus delta 3, then we need delta 1 plus delta 2 plus delta 3 plus delta 4 and so on. So the cumulative angle, first one would be appearing as it is, second one would be the first one plus the second one, so that gives me 1 degree 20 minutes 42.06 seconds. So the next one would be the sum of 3 of this. So to this one we add the next one, we get 2 degrees 29 minutes 27.42. The next one gets another 1 degree 8 minutes 45.36 seconds added, so that we get as 3 degrees 38 minutes 12.78 seconds. Then we get 4 degrees 46 minutes 58.14 seconds. So similarly we go further up to the 14th one, which gives me 13 degrees 57 minutes 1.02 seconds. And then finally to this one, when I add the last one of the final subchord, I get 15 degrees 0 minutes 0.84 seconds. Now obviously, having got these angles cannot be set on a theodolite because a theodolite cannot give me 56.70 seconds, theodolite cannot give me 42.06 seconds, and so on. What theodolite can give me is 0 seconds, 20 seconds and 40 seconds. So whatever readings I have got over here, now I have to make them theodolite friendly and give the values. So now 0 degrees 11 minutes 56.70 seconds can be rounded off. This becomes rounded off to 60 seconds. So 60 seconds will make 12 minutes. So this will be read as 0 degrees 12 minutes 00 seconds. Now this can be set up easily on the theodolite. The next one 1 degree 20 minutes 42.06 seconds cannot be posted over there. Sorry. So we can have maximum of 40 seconds over here. So this reading would be changed to 1 degree 20 minutes 40 seconds. Similarly over here 2 degrees 29 minutes, this will have to be changed to 20 seconds. Sorry. This one, since it has crossed 10, becomes 20. The next one 4 degrees 46 minutes, since this is almost touching 60, the next one becomes 47 and so on. So finally we get 15 degrees 0 minutes and 0, since this is 0.84, it becomes 00 seconds. The arithmetic check in this particular simple circular curve, when it is being done by using Rankine's method, is the final angle whatever we are getting over here, this angle will always be equal to half of the deflection angle. We know that the deflection angle given was 30 degrees. The final angle over here is 15 degrees. So arithmetic check, cumulative angle is 15 degrees 0 minutes 00 seconds is equal to half of the deflection angle. And that tells me that all the calculations which have been performed are perfect. So having got these angles, now having got all these angles from delta 1 to delta 15 over here, 13 14, sorry, delta 1 to delta 14 over here, we can easily mark the deltas over there, and at the same time by taking the lengths and holding the ranging rods, we can easily get the points. We can define the points F, H, I, whatever, and then finally we can get the curve. That's the way we do the setting out of simple curve by the Rankine's method. Thank you.